Hey man, you got all the recordings set up to go out on time for the retreat stuff that we filmed like a long time ago, right? You did all that?
We'd love if you shouted out our podcast blank, and then they go on to explain the podcast.
Okay, tournament time. What do we do here on tournament time? Well, I'll tell you what we do here.
Didn't know Macintosh was an Apple until last week's episode.
Shut up.
All right, fine. It's called tournament style. Are you happy? The podcast it's a two-man comedic show where we host a tournament every week and figure out the best thing in any given category.
Spoiled almond milk? How's that possible?
Fantasy Everything meets the Goat Show, aka the perfect podcast.
Written by Guillermo and Austin, two listeners from, you'll never guess,
Buffalo.
Austin, if you can.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'm glad you played it in its entirety. It deserved it. Wow.
Hold on, there's
Fucking
4 more minutes. I accidentally
I mean,
made it
I'd
quiet.
listen. That'd be fun.
There's spider webs on the candle that I just held up. That's how long it's been. Oh shit, it's the spider.
Did you get an old TV?
Say that again?
You have a box right next
This
to you.
one?
Do you want to point the people to your box?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you
Did you get
saying
an
it's
old
old?
TV? Well, first answer the question, because if I'm right,
I
I
don't
don't need to explain.
That's not true. I want to know why is it like the TV brands and you're like, that's an old TV? Is that what that is?
Well, I know
What
Guillermo
the fuck are you
brand.
talking about?
That's more like it.
I got a
Man,
TV.
there was a time where
okay. It's a
Is it old or is it
fucking
new?
dinosaur, all right?
20.
It's 20 by 20 by 20, I said. I don't know how old. You know what's here's the really fucking funny part. This box
God.
isn't even
not
the
gonna lie.
right.
So loud.
I'm backing up from. That's fine.
We tested
This
your
box,
levels, and
I
it's just
said,
way too loud.
isn't even. Listen.
Now you just sound
God
like the
dang it.
retreat.
That's I do have some stuff to say about that. This box isn't even the box of the TV that I got.
Why are you always talking about box, man? I swear to God, it's just
I
nothing but box
got
with
a
you.
TV. It was gifted to me. I
Is it
actually
old or
am not
is it
even
new?
sure because this isn't the right box. It's
I
not
feel
the
like
right
I'm
box,
right.
so I
I
can't
feel like
know.
I'm right.
I'm not going to look on the back of the TV. It was a
Okay,
gift.
for everyone listening, he got an old TV, like I asked. Now, secondly, I didn't even think we would be recording an episode ever again at some point because we haven't recorded.
It's been a little bit. It's been a little bit. Actually, how has it been? Oh wow! I thought it was only a month, but I think it's been closer to 2 months now. I will say here that
Tell the people what happened. Put yourself in the
that's
Thunderdome
exactly
and tell the
what
people
we're
happened.
doing. Firstly, let me say I got some stuff right.
Firstly,
Yeah, that's
tournament
true.
style. Welcome.
Yeah, so we
I'm
might
Austin,
have new
he's
listeners
Guillermo.
because I don't know when this is going to come out. So, before we get into
That's
any
right.
of the what did you?
That's true. This also is not coming out.
I am
soon,
really
so
thinking
that's
about just
actually
dumping
a
the rest
good
of the
point.
retreat episodes. I want to be on time, man.
Put 'em
Yeah,
out
every few
like
days, and then
3
this will be the
days.
last November
Yeah,
episode,
fine.
which means it's our Thanksgiving episode. Gobble gobble. Yeah, that's right.
Gobble gobble.
But before we get into this happen, that's not what a turkey sounds like. Gobble gobble.
Now do your turkey then. You can't criticize
That's
my
it.
turkey without
Gobble
doing
gobble.
yours.
You know what I forgot to tell you?
Mine's distressed, I think.
Mine's actually a kookaburra.
You just
Here's something that's interesting. Since the last time we've recorded, I have downgraded my internet. One. But it
Oh my
actually
God,
seems
of
like the
course.
connection is better. So maybe now that mine's lower like yours, they're able to kind of communicate well. Yeah,
Mine's a
no,
gig.
mine's also a gig now. It used to be 1,000.
I'm guessing you're what, like 20 down?
I'm actually not
10
sure,
up
but
or
I was
something.
paying close to $300, so I'm kind of I chopped that in half.
Damn
I've
straight.
also, by the way, and I already said this in one of the retreat episodes. Welcome to Trump's America, first episode recorded in Trump's America. I'm going to
That's
talk
true,
a
you did
lot
say
about that. I'm going to
before.
talk a lot about that. Before we get into that, though, I was right about one thing. October was very busy. October was very busy for me, and I don't think I would. Who is calling? The University of fucking Oklahoma is calling. Hey, hello.
Tell him to stop. You're
Hi,
not giving
Jordan.
any more
Pleasure to
money.
speak with Guillermo.
That's me.
Good evening. My name is Caleb Pink. I'm a
That's
current
I.
student here at OU.
Sorry, that's
And I'm
he.
just reaching out from the OU Foundation on behalf of the Weizenhofer Family College of Fine Arts. I'm interested in hearing about your time here at OU, maybe where life has taken you since graduating. So I was to ask what got you interested in attending the university.
Oh, what got me interested in
Wow.
attending OU?
Yeah.
I was actually a music student, and I was recruited to be part of the opera program over there.
Wow, that's really cool. Do you remember who recruited you?
Yeah, his name was Dr. Joel Burcham. He's one of the vocal faculty there, and he's awesome. So I think he's
Awesome.
yeah.
I'm actually surprised how
Yeah,
interesting
I'm a
this
voice
conversation
major, so
is.
I definitely know
Oh,
who
okay.
Dr. Burcham is. So
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome that he recruited you here. So what got you interested in voice in general? Just as a career path,
I am a
What
little
the
bit. I
fuck?
can't do like a full thing right now. If there's like one quick thing, but I'd happily would take a call back or tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Do you want to speak with me or just anyone in general?
Oh, anyone is fine. I just can't. I can't commit to like a long. Yeah, I'll
speak with
definitely
him.
talk to you, but a little
Okay,
in the
yeah,
middle of
so-
something currently. I didn't know if this was going to be a quick or fast thing.
Yeah, it'll be a little lengthy.
Sure,
Depending
sure.
How much you want to converse.
I'm
Yeah,
happy.
I can
Yeah, I'm
definitely-
happy to talk tomorrow.
Did you know
Okay,
this was gonna happen? This
I
feels
personally won't be
planned.
here tomorrow, but I would be here Thursday around this time if that would work better
Call,
for you.
call back anytime. Yeah,
Let's do
absolutely.
Thursday then.
Alrighty,
Yeah,
sounds
I'll be
good.
here
Yeah,
Thursday.
I'll let you
Yeah.
get back to whatever you're doing currently.
you.
So, all right, you have a good rest of your night.
Boomer Sooner, thanks for calling, and I hope to talk to you later. Thanks.
All right, talk to you later as well.
I actually
What the
so
hell is
originally
What the hell?
I
thought they were
exactly
gonna ask for
I was
money or
sorry I'm
something.
still like busting these levels. So I'm also using the Shure right now, which the thing
So
is
excitable.
my setup has not even been reset.
Talk about the phone
It's
call.
funny because
man.
even the phone call is still a tangent.
It's called the weave.
So I thought that it was going to be an alumni association person, and I was going to hang up on them. But then when he was like, "Oh, I'm a vocal
Yeah,
student, and
right.
I know Dr. Burcham," I didn't want to be a jerk
Yeah,
about
what
it.
the
So
hell?
hey, shout out on the podcast.
Of
Maybe we'll
course,
clip this.
sure.
You know, it's funny. Dr. Burcham,
Don't do a
listen, I
horns
said,
down.
Dr. Burcham
We're in Austin.
texted me or messaged me yesterday about the Bills game, because he's like, after the play, he's like, dude, Josh Allen's running all over, because he's a huge football fan. I think he went to Arkansas and loves the Sooners. And what's his NFL team?
Does he
You
root for
know,
the Cowboys?
I think he
Gotta be the
just
Cowboys.
I could be wrong, but I think he just watches NFL. Like, I don't know. I don't remember him being a Cowboys fan.
He's a Rob Lowe with the NFL.
Oh,
logo
is that
on
a
his
thing?
hat. Just like,
That's
no
great.
team, but
I don't
yeah,
remember
it's a
him
meme,
liking
yeah.
the Cowboys. I could be wrong though. But he's pretty awesome.
Just feels like Arkansas and then living in Oklahoma.
No,
Just
I
feels like
think
it's
a
right
lot
there.
of Oklahoma people were Cowboys people. Yeah, absolutely.
Arkansas.
Oh, and
too, I
Jerry
think.
Jones I see.
connection
I
and
didn't even
everything.
think about that. But anyway, shout out to the University of Oklahoma. Had a great time there. Norman, all this stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
So
What were we
my
talking about,
setup,
man?
I
You got an
haven't
old TV or
even touched it
something?
or reset it up since the retreat. So I like shit was everywhere. This milk has been here.
We
The
had
milk
a
has been
retreat.
here.
We we recorded 7 episodes
Yeah.
in one day.
Yeah.
I get home, a week or so goes by, and you tell me they're
Sort
all
of.
fucked.
I don't
What the
even
hell,
know
man?
what the heck went wrong, but the thing I didn't do, which I should have done, was check the recording thoroughly after the first check or preview, because all the thing here's let me get into what happened first. And let me just say,
Everybody
I was
get
right
your
about
nighttime
being
hats
super
on.
busy in October. Did I say that already? Okay, yeah, I was.
You did.
I was
you patted
pretty.
yourself on the back
I was
already.
pretty booked. Not exaggerating. Oh
happy
shit, you
birthday,
too,
by
man.
the
That's
way.
awesome. We're recording this in
Nope, mine
2029,
didn't,
Trump's third term, if you can believe it. Yeah,
That's correct.
he
Yeah,
beat a
it's pretty
third
easy to
woman who
believe.
I'm not going to name on this.
It was his fourth woman beating.
That third
actually,
in the
but
yeah, exactly.
third in the election.
Yeah, not funny because
That's right.
probably is true. No, yeah, no.
Sorry, you're right.
I
cut
can
that,
bleep it if
actually.
you want. Yeah. How
Yeah,
long?
just bleep
How
the
many
whole
bleeps
thing.
you think?
Just let's start right here.
You want me
were
to
right
bleep
about
that?
something, actually. October was so busy.
That's really good. Oh man. Okay, so when I get into the first recording, I realized that and firstly, I also had a
Everything's
backup
fucked.
recording going, by the way. It like
Backup's
clipped the
fucked.
end of like every other sentence. It was terrible. There must have been some setting that I messed with or did something. So every sentence sounded like this. Hey, I'm Guillermo Delgado and this is Tournament. And then Austin, it's, oh, yo, what's up, G Dizzle? Today, this is Tournament Stop. And so it's like you can't see it on the audio thing because like you wouldn't recognize that there's like the last chunk of all the audio missing. And then on the backup recording on Audacity, I was using this freaking Mac sound instead of the mics like I have done multiple times. It was terrible.
Goddamn
It was terrible.
Audacity.
So even the backup didn't work.
That's very funny. That's very.
This is the last time I'm ever using the Rodecaster. Fuck Rode, fuck Kia. I'm actually going. I'm going to get a multi-track.
Should we go all in on another
brand?
brand?
I don't know what brand, but I'm going to get a proper multi-track recorder, which is probably cheaper anyway.
Who's their biggest
Rode's
rival?
I don't know. Like, yeah.
Let's go all in. On
I'm down. I'm not going to like spend thousands of dollars, but
let's go all
one thing,
in.
because we've had a couple months, so at least 3 times a day I'm like, oh, we should talk about this on the podcast. I feel like we should do a Patreon, and this is why we should do a Patreon. I know where I'm tangent, and we'll come back to the whole thing. I've told you a couple times, I've got 2 crazy stories that I think are paywall worthy. They're kind of embarrassing, so I don't want like everybody to know, but hey, $200 and you can tell as many people as you want. You can have a listening party. I don't give a fuck.
I would be down to
do a Patreon.
Put in some more work and do
I'd be down for that. Okay, cool. I like it. I also, here's a fun update. I got an iPad now, so I got because I got DaVinci. I've been having trouble with my PC and DaVinci Resolve, so now I'm gonna have a nicer place to like edit videos, edit clips. So I always talk about like, oh, I want to be more consistent, but hopefully this will be kind of another tool that I can use to clips, because I do think that man, even just listening to the retreat episodes, I was so sad about the audio because dude, it was so good. We did tournament style for kids. That was amazing. there was a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of good stuff we did during the retreat, even though it did sound like we were more tired faster than we were the first one for whatever reason. I think it checks out. It's been a tiring year. It was election season. It's a lot of stuff going on. So backing up to so
I wrote some things down. Do you want to go back and forth?
Do I need to like apologize anymore? I'm sorry. What you heard.
Here's an apology for me. Well, okay, so get him to apologize for the retreat stuff. It
doesn't sound that bad either.
It's more just a shitty audio stuff. It just sucks.
Yeah, 7 of them turned out like that. That's my bad. Like,
Here's my apology. Your partner had a birthday party that I was invited to.
Yeah, birthday bar crawl. We do it every year.
Unfortunately,
all our closest friends and families come.
You texted me that night. I wasn't able to make it, but I did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'll say my costume, because
French
it was
theme
a
bar
French
crawl.
theme. I don't know
Yeah.
if we've talked
Maybe we
about
haven't.
it. Yeah, French theme bar crawl. I was going to wear a big sideways hat.
Okay. Oh,
who
yeah, a
who's
Napoleon type
popular
hat.
that is, and a vote for Pedro shirt. And I was going to be Napoleon.
That's really good. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So not
Yeah, that's right. Didn't
you didn't even get
though,
the stuff,
so.
or you just didn't go? Because you said you have a costume. You mean in your brain, or you mean like you have it physically? You're giving yourself
that's
more.
another
Okay. Story, yeah.
yeah. So I told my partner, she was like ordering things on Amazon, and I told her to buy a Napoleon hat. Right, those are my words. She comes back and gives
It's
me
like
the hat that
branded,
she got.
like Napoleon Dynamite.
It's not a
What
not
it
a
was
Napoleon hat. She got me like a pirate
That's
hat
pretty close. Also, where did she went out to find it, or why didn't you just Amazon it? Oh, okay.
Amazon.
You couldn't do that yourself?
Amazon. Yeah. She has a Prime account.
Like, send
What do
her
you
the
want
link,
from me?
bro. I don't know.
I trusted, and
sounds like you're
I'm not
blaming her. Yeah,
It's definitely my fault, and she felt bad about it. But
she
it
shouldn't
was very
feel
funny
bad,
that
yeah.
she didn't know what
Well,
Napoleon's
I don't.
hat looks like.
That's got to be a with the
very
existence
distinct
of
hat,
Google.
I
That has
think.
to be a non-issue, right? Like,
That's what I.
well,
would've
I'm just
thought.
saying you didn't say buy me this hat. You said do some research, figure out my costume for me, and order it.
No. I thought, right, there's my mistake, is I thought he had a very iconic hat that if someone were to say buy
yes
a
and no.
Napoleon
My other
hat,
thing is, like, then
that
when you go
you
into
would get it.
Amazon, what did she search? You know what I mean? And this is all on you, but like,
I think it's like an Englishman.
no,
like,
what was
well, I
typed
guess he's
into
French,
the
but like
search bar?
here.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
Because
know that, man.
you got to go with Napoleon hat, right?
Why
Okay,
don't
let's
you
see what
type
comes
into
off when
Amazon right now, Napoleon hat, and see if it comes
Napoleon Amazon Napoleon hat. Oh wait, that's the first thing that comes up on Amazon.
So then it's not
I
really
feel
her
like
fault,
maybe
then,
you're
if you
just
think about it.
mistaken about what a Napoleon hat looks like, is what I'm thinking now.
Right. So you sound kind of like her, and I would
Like,
also have to be apologizing if you were my partner. And
you think
it's
that's
unfortunate
Napoleon
that,
couldn't have worn a hat like that?
It's not what I said. I don't think. I don't think I said that. I think he has an iconic hat that it is unfortunately
I'm
not
looking
this one. I would have worn this if I went.
How
So
about
it's
this?
not like
How about this? Iconic Napoleon hat. Let's see what comes up.
Are you Googling?
I'm on
or are you
Amazon. There's one that's front ways. Is that what you wanted? I can't find. I wouldn't know what to get you, man.
Yeah, see, I was apparently wrong in thinking that
if you fucking want to say it that way, man, sure. If you want to be like, everyone's dumber than I, and then I expected, so I shouldn't have trusted people to know what this hat looks like.
Well, I feel like we tested it out.
Okay, so
my two partners, you and her,
to go back to the bar. So then you were like, "Fuck it, we don't have a costume. We're not going to the bar crawl." Is that what?
No, I don't.
I'm just. I didn't
because it's been 7 months. I don't remember what exactly happened that night, but
we had a great time. We actually.
She had a costume.
Yeah. We ran into Steve Buscemi. Buccelli? What?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know. He was wearing a hat just like that. No, I said he was wearing a hat just like that.
Let's English, or I feel like I like more English.
I think
like
that I think that
like
that's what that. It's like a Amazon calls it the Admiral Bicorn hat. Pirate cap. No. Here's the issue. This hat has 17 names. Yeah,
It's,
they
like, all
mega
tagged.
tagged it.
Yeah.
I hate when people do that.
They're trying to get
Is
people
it
who
kind
don't
of
know what his hat looks
impossible
like.
to say it again?
Like you.
Is it
No, go
kind of
ahead.
impossible to just search or sort anything anymore? I feel like Google's useless to me
No.
when I'm searching. This is a good example. The Amazon,
You're not a good
even
Googler.
at work, going through
We've been
Outlook, I
over
can
this.
never find the right emails that I'm looking for.
This
It's
feels
crazy.
this feels like these all have a common
Yeah, that people are
thing.
just mistagging things and search
Okay, I
queries
have
are
another
bad.
story since we've
Okay.
recorded last.
Oh,
My
that's
phone was
right.
stolen.
Get into it, man. I haven't even heard this story.
Yeah. So I went to ACL for 4 days. I went 1 day weekend 1, and then all
I
3
see.
days
So you
weekend
split it up a
2.
little bit.
Yeah, I guess so. We just went Sunday
Sure, twice on
basically.
Sunday. Yeah.
So weekend 1, Sunday we go. I'm having a great time. Jeremy, Jose,
Our
Thomas,
friends
they're all
came,
there.
and
We're having-
I don't remember getting
Yeah,
an
our friends are
invite to
there.
this ACL
It's
4-day
an
weekend.
invite. It's not. I didn't say that. It was
Yeah.
1 day, 1
So
weekend,
even
and then,
surrounded by
3
friends,
days
your
of-
phone. We'll go on.
And basically the reason we got Sunday twice is because Tiff and I really wanted to see Chapel Roan
Oh, yeah,
twice,
that's right.
basically. So we go see her that first Sunday, and crowd is insane. I don't know if you saw pictures, but her crowds everywhere. Her crowds everywhere have just been kind of nuts. Just a ton of
I'm listening.
people. So leaving her crowd,
Yeah,
it's
sure. For sure.
nut to butt.
Okay.
There's people.
Uh-huh.
The crowd is insane. To the point where I'm wearing these shorts. I have a bag that I did not have, certain things in, like my
Uh-huh.
phone, but should have been in there. And we finally get out of the crowd, and we're thinking about getting some food there, but instead Tips is just like, hey, why don't we just go home?
Yeah.
We're kind of tired. We'll be here next week.
This happened on your
let's just go.
1-day weekend. Your dang.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
go on.
right. So I'm like, okay, cool. And we walk out.
Damn.
We're leaving the festival. We exit the festival. I'm like 10 feet away from the festival opening.
Yeah.
We just left it, and I'm like, oh, let me check the time. I guess I don't know. And my phone's not in my pocket at all. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. It was just I'm pretty sure it was stolen in the crowd of people. And at first I wasn't sure. Maybe it was my fault. I lost it somehow. Maybe jumping up. Maybe I slipped
could
on
be
my hand.
either.
I don't know. I would have thought that if I didn't have the location on it. Would you like to guess
right
where
now?
it is right now?
You know where it is right? It's
now?
on?
As of 3 weeks
sure.
ago.
Then it's not. Does it say last known location 3 weeks?
Sorry. So I lost it October.
I see. So you knew 3rd. Where it was 3 weeks ago.
And it's October 6th. And this is 3 weeks ago.
Got
it.
October
29th.
Yeah. I see.
So,
well,
would
let
you
me
like to guess?
Okay. In state or out of state?
It's
in Brownsville.
Let's just have you guess.
Okay,
that's an interesting guess. It's in Chaiwei, First Street, Shenzhen.
Nah, there's no way they spoofed it or they did something. There's no way someone stole it and made it all the way over there.
No, they
sell it to who?
Dummy. I don't know, man. But my phone. What do you mean? I'm showing you a literal picture of it.
I feel like you probably.
I even got text saying because they want me to remove this
Don't
device
do it.
so I can't track it anymore. Of course not. I never will.
They have texted you? Yeah,
so
but you got
not
messages
from my phone, but I've gotten messages like, "Oh, this is Verizon. Please remove your old device."
Well, can you report
blah,
it stolen
blah, blah,
to
blah,
Verizon?
And have reported stolen.
Yeah, sure.
I got a new phone, as you can see.
Can they blow it up or something?
Really do. I've deleted.
No, can they blow it up physically?
No, they can't
I'm
blow
just
it up
asking.
physically.
Jesus.
But yes, it was definitely stolen in
Dang.
that
I'm sorry.
crowd. And apparently a lot of people got their phone
Yeah,
stolen
no, I
at
heard about
ACL,
that kind of
so that was like a thing.
leading up to the weekend that they were targeting minorities.
Yeah. Young
Austin's.
girls.
Dang. Well, that is tough. That's kind of not as great of a story as I was hoping. So it's kind of hard for me.
That it's in
tough.
China?
I mean, I don't know. Like sell something
You thought it was in
to
state.
China and sell.
It was like
look,
immediately
man,
in Louisiana.
but that's such
like the
a.
next
But
day
you
or
know
the
the
next couple
explanation.
days when
Oh,
I
really?
saw
So you
it.
got to see it go from.
No, so I don't know how they did it exactly, but like it was like stuck in like somewhere in
like a
Louisiana, like it
shipping.
not moving,
Oh,
like on a
interesting.
bridge.
Not like a shipping facility
Um,
or.
No. Like they were traveling
They
still.
traveled to Louisiana and then sold the phone. That's crazy.
Well,
That's
they might have
insane.
lived
That's
there. What do you mean?
nuts. I'm
Or
really trying to
pastor.
help. I'm trying
People
to
come
hype
to
up the
ACL,
story. I
right?
think like, oh man, like that's so wild. Oh. Bro, sell something to a Chinese person and I'm tracking it and it's in China. Wow, what a fucking
Jesus.
crazy story.
What do you do if you steal a phone?
Excuse me?
How are
Not
you?
stealing a phone.
What's your first like
Nothing. I
plan?
get like, you know what we could do? Let's get one of.
Give it back.
No, okay. Let's say for some reason we have stolen a phone and we cannot give it back. Like buying a. Sorry.
I presented you with this hypothetical, but for some reason you need to clarify.
I think
so
the real answer is I wouldn't do anything because why would I need? You only need one of these. Why does anybody steal a phone at this point? Everybody fucking has one.
You don't want to live in my
at
fantasy
this
world.
Point,
why am I?
We're trying to get rid.
At
this point, we're trying to get them off of our hands. They're always in our hands. My screen time has been like 15 hours a day average since November, man.
What is your hypothetical?
I was gonna say that we could get one of those slow motion cameras and like I don't know, like hit it with a hammer or like something just to like if we stole a phone, get one of those slow motion we get a slow motion camera and then we make a video, hit the phone with the hammer or something, or we melt it. Those are really popular right now. We melt the freaking phone. Oh,
you'd make
would make content with it. I literally would make content with it. Yeah, was what I would do. And I would like we could hack into the phone and like pull up a picture so we can have one more story. The picture of the person on the phone as we like destroy it.
Do you want another story of what has happened in my life?
Yeah, what's another thing?
Last recorded?
Oh, wait, what tooth? I'm sorry.
I told you I went to the dentist recently.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you remember this.
I think I do remember.
Like a couple weeks ago.
Dang.
Thursday morning, like 2-3 weeks ago at this point, before work, I was flossing with one of those hand flosser things.
Oh, yeah.
Little,
I think so.
You know what I'm talking about? And at one of my teeth, it gets stuck and it won't come out. My teeth are kind of crooked.
No, same.
So sometimes it's and I pulled so hard that I broke my own tooth with the floss.
And like what kind of break was it? That
was
sucks.
A nightmare, man. It was a tiny little chip.
But off of what part? Like bottom of the tooth, like sure.
Like the top. Like the
side, so that makes sense. But it hurt or what? Okay.
It didn't hurt at all.
So what's the emergency?
But you could kind of like see into the tooth. So I was a little nervous.
Sure,
that it would start hurting and like and also like I don't want my teeth chipped. So like it was pretty scary.
No,
like I don't know.
It sounds like you have pretty weak teeth. It feels like.
No, it took a while to pull that thing down. But yeah, no, went to the dentist. I was thinking I was spiraling. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, absolutely. I've spiraled. My front tooth is chipped from hitting it with weights at the gym, and I was so
Oh, right.
just psychologically like it's aesthetic,
Anxious.
but like fuck, you know? Yeah, no, I feel you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, mine it was a little
Yeah.
aesthetic, but also like I don't know. There
Yeah.
was like I feel like
No,
you
it
can
freaks
kind
you
of
out.
see
I
into the tooth,
totally,
so I was like, that could be
am
kind
there
of
with you
bad.
for sure.
So I was thinking, yeah, like root canal
Sure, yeah.
extraction at the worst. Like they're gonna have to take this thing out. I get there and they like look at it, and basically there are like the hygienist and the dentist reaction were both just like, oh,
okay,
yeah,
so
we
they
can
actually
fix
did
that.
do something though. I was afraid they were going to be like,
Yeah,
oh,
so I
sorry, like,
actually
you know, you got to go home.
no, they were just like, oh yeah, that's not too bad. Like
Mhm.
I apparently had a cavity that was coming out, so
Oh,
they like
is
filled
that
it,
maybe why it
and
was?
then
Is that maybe why it was easier to? I heard a beep. I don't think my oven's on though. Is that?
I have no
Yeah.
idea
Okay, I gotcha.
what was going on.
Wow. Well, that stinks. I understand that.
But they filled it, then they covered it, or they fixed it, and then I put a schedule for a cleaning, which I haven't done in like 7 years. So yeah, all in all, not too bad. Costed like 100 something.
Yeah. Oh,
So
you don't
that
have
that
insurance?
sucked, but other than that,
Was that
no,
your
I do.
copay?
Yeah, that was like what insurance didn't cover. It was like 500 or something.
Terrible.
Without it. Yeah,
Yeah,
shit sucks.
Dang. Well, I'm sorry. No, that actually does stink. Sorry for your dental, you know, I don't know if emergency is the right word, but yeah, gross. Have you been having dreams about it? So, like since? That's really
No, I've
nice.
actually
Yeah.
never
I
had
feel
a dream
like
about my teeth.
I haven't had the super typical ones, but I've definitely had ones where like, something's weird, and you know, yeah, no, it stinks. It's
scary.
like it is nice to wake up and be like, oh, nothing's weird. That's actually pretty cool. So
yeah.
Yep. So
That's fair.
I'm looking through our texts to see what other things you know we should talk about before we do this tournament.
We can just
Are you
jump into
sure?
the tournament, man. Yeah, I told all
I
my
feel
stories.
like I've got stories. Let me think real quick. Halloween, nothing was too crazy. My birthday happened. I'm 32 now. That's fun.
Wow,
Yeah,
you're
my
so
dad's
old.
birthday also. Shout out to him. The
November
6th.
4th?
Yeah. So that was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Any election stuff? You know what? The tournament's probably going to be pretty heavy. Every time I think about this, I've thought for a couple months about this next podcast episode, right? Because I think about when we're going to record, and it's been 2 months. So, but I'm just like always thinking about negative things to say, like on the podcast. But yeah, we can get it. I'm trying to like think. There's got a.
Who'd you vote for?
You know what? Actually, now it's worth saying. I voted for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz and Democrats everywhere I could find them. And is Kirk Watson a good guy? I voted for him,
mayor,
I guess.
So.
Yeah. Cool. I don't say. Oh, that's a fun thing. Actually. So, wait, say that again. Did you write my name in? I was actually I was in a movie this past when was it? Is it in October, November? I don't know. It's November. It is.
What's it on? Where can we see this?
There's some guy's camcorder. I was in a student film. Actually, you know who the production company technically is? You're the people you work for, asshole, because it's a student film and he goes to ACC. So look where your money's going.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you could have. We were.
But I don't.
We were invited as a podcast to actually go and be on as the two Mexican chefs.
Well, that makes me,
on the.
That makes me sad that
It's okay. Yeah, and it actually filming ended up not going as late as we thought. I think I was home by 11:30.
Was it on the different day too? Because I thought it was on the Monday.
It did change because there was some issue. I think it was weather issues actually. So he asked everybody if they were cool with moving it a day, and everybody was cool. But the film is called Mande, and it's available in theaters.
Why don't you do your lines for the people?
I said, what was it? De qué chingado estás hablando was one. That was pretty good. No, I mean, I could do it, right?
Good.
And the other one was like, nombre te, what was it? The nombre te llamó un monstruo. Que te ves tan feo como un monstruo. Is that she said you look ugly like a monster. Which, looking at the script, we're kind of like, I think either I didn't understand the script or they were like throwaway lines that it was like, oh, they must be talking about some girl that he talked to, or I couldn't tell.
Yeah, it was a little throwaway from what the script that I read. It was just saying that, some girl.
It's essentially teasing him in Spanish because he doesn't speak Spanish that well. That's the whole idea of the short film.
Right. Instead of that girl liking him, we were saying
yeah. Right, for sure. Monster. So that was pretty fun. And and so actually originally they gave me both of our lines, and then they had one guy who
what the hell? I could have been there if you spoke both of them.
And then it ended up that there was a stand-in who was also Mexican. I actually like there was another there was a stand-in who were like, hey, you look brown, can you say this
guy. Yeah, it was actually Iranian, but it worked out.
So that's pretty cool. So I'll let you know when it comes out because, I mean, I want to see myself on the big screen.
I don't have a Quibi, so I probably won't be able to watch it or
whatever. It's not making it onto that. Even it's a it's a project.
Well, I don't have these free
like Dropout. You mean? Yeah.
Trial.
I also what happened. Did I see a show or something? Why do I feel like I did something improv related? Yeah, did I see? No, like a live show or something. I don't know. I'm forgetting it. That was a cool thing. There's got to be something else
on your old TV.
You mean my new old TV? Yeah,
I like that I was right.
I still am not completely sure. Yeah. I'm looking here. Oh, I got one last thing.
Man. All right, one last.
Do you want to talk about your birthday present to me? And should I talk about it?
I don't think I gave you a birthday present.
So is that like a hint? We won't talk about it.
No, now I'm curious because I don't know what I gave you. Is there like a signal that
I can give you, like a?
Am I insane? I don't think I recall getting you anything. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure, yeah. Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Well, I kind of.
If you're cool with it.
Well, I just was like, you put me in the Thunderdome earlier, so I was kind of. Should I put you in the Thunderdome?
I don't know what for.
You fed me fucking dirt, man. It's fucking tasted horrible. So let's contextualize this for everyone because obviously it's not fun on a podcast. And you're like, what are they talking about? They're kind
of well, yeah.
I requested from Austin for my birthday, and I planned all of this while doing it safely, trying it for the first time. Some mushrooms to, and I quote, trip out on. And I was going to try them out on that Friday, which I had off from work. I took the day off and I was going to like fast in the morning, not eat, and then try the mushrooms. It just never really hit me. I never really got it. And then I kind of tried the rest of them throughout the weekend. And so that was kind of interesting. So what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know.
Because you were talking about doses and you were saying that like I'm a lot bigger, I would say. I also think that I have a pretty slow processing of stuff. Yeah, metabolism, for lack of a better word. But just the way my body because even like other things I feel hit me pretty late. So it could be a dosage, but I'm also like, I'm pushing like 300 pounds right now. Like I'm the biggest in my life. I also got I've got a lot of mass on me, so it could be that like
It might be a combination of both of those, but I can get
I
you
still
more. I can get you
really,
fucking
I don't
5
want to go
doses
crazy. I
if you
think what
take
I would
them.
try, because what was the total? 2 grams of all of it? I think I would try
2
close to
grams,
1,
yeah.
maybe like 0.75 or something. But I
All right. Well, now I'm
now it's like a
I'm giving you
challenge.
more
Yeah,
to
okay,
feel
okay.
it. Yeah,
Let's
now it's a
let's
challenge.
But I thought that was really fun. I do want to say thank you for like going out of your way, and you even like delivered them for me. And just in case like the police department is listening, Austin's address is 446-321 Lalo.
The most common, I just Googled
Uh-huh.
doses of mushrooms. The most common dose could be considered to be between
Oh, okay,
1 and
sure.
2 grams.
So I'm not even at like a pretty average dose yet.
So maybe
Yeah.
that's what it is.
But I
Maybe,
still would
yeah,
have
you
thought
just
like,
need
and my whole
the-
thing that I kind of pitched to you also is like, I would really like to like kind of micro dose it, but maybe what it,
That's
yeah,
what I normally do if I were to. If theoretically, if I ever did,
yeah,
I don't.
same.
I've
No,
never done these.
if I ever
so,
didn't try them again, I think I would even like opt for the ones that have been made into like a little gel or breakable thing, and microdose that. But yeah, so I don't know, but I appreciate you going out of your way and kind of doing that for me. And yeah, I'm super down to try it next time because that would be fun.
All
I
right,
think
sounds good,
also we
yeah.
talked about it, and it's like we definitely just us, want to not do it at some point together. So yeah, so that'd be cool.
Correct. Yeah.
All right, cool. I think that covers a lot of my stuff, and we're good. We're 40 minutes in, so
For the people
all
that are
right.
new here, this is tournament style. We host a tournament every single week. If you've never heard of a tournament before, it's kind of like this thing where two things go head to head against one another, and then apart from those two things, there's like 2 more things that go head to head against each other. There's like 8 things total that are gonna go up head to
What's
head
the bit
against each
here?
other.
What's the bit here?
What? No bit. Just like for the people who don't know what a
Okay.
tournament is. You explain the tournament. then. Go
No,
ahead.
we're gonna waste.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
guess
No,
it's
let's hear it.
like when
No,
these
go
2
ahead.
things they go head to head, but there's also more, and so you kind of
God,
you
is
gotta
this
have
what
to
I
go
sounded
one
like?
by one and then like narrow it down until there's just 2 things going head to head instead of 8. Usually there's around 8, and then that thing but they're usually also they have to be similar, right? They have got to be kind of
They don't have to be
they don't have to be similar.
We've done like cloud versus like beef
before.
so,
We really need to make a what's the word? Write down everything we've ever tournamented and just like put that on a t-shirt or
everything
something.
we've ever said.
Have I told you that I really want to do a ever been to Brussels sprout t-shirt? There's so many things. The other day, no, this wasn't the other day. This was maybe like a month ago, but hey, I haven't recorded. I was just looking at old clips and man, there's just so much gold. Like one day we gotta have a clip that just goes nuts, goes nuts. And that's fun stuff. It's a beautiful thing we have here. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing.
That's what a tournament is? Today's tournament. Oh, fuck. We're in
Still in Foodvember, that's right. That's fun.
Yeah. Wow. So
Fuck,
the tournament's going
we
to be
could have done
about
Funvember. No? Okay.
Well,
okay.
I don't know. It doesn't sound. Today's tournament is food for thought.
With saying it's I feel like it's a good idea, but we're definitely gonna have to improv some of these.
Yeah. Man, if they don't know what a tournament
it doesn't matter. They're gonna get it. It's a know by doing it thing. They don't need to know that there's nothing. Round 1. What is your problem? Did you
it's
forget?
Your tournament, by the
That's
way.
fine.
Let's
it's my
that.
tournament. I don't understand what's going on. This guy forgot how to podcast. Do you want me to go ahead and kick it off then?
Do you think I
what a tournament is?
Things that you
what
listed?
A tournament is?
What you listed?
I'm just saying, are you done? So I can
tell them what a proctor
it's
is.
like they test you to make sure that you don't
tell
have
them what a doctor
colon cancer.
Is.
Sorry again. Pop quiz. Is prostrate
speak?
mean face up or face down?
Ooh. I'm gonna guess face down.
It is face down.
But
I think
don't know.
pronate is face up.
down.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it. Wouldn't have got that one.
This is kind of a half-assed tournament, and let me explain why. Because America doesn't deserve a tournament. That's the whole idea behind this.
Jesus.
This
This goes out to more than
what? That's
more
fine.
than just America,
but
man.
America's what we're the closest to, and they're ruining it for the rest of the world. Yes.
There
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, America's like
America
the bad
is
kid in
ruined.
class. Did you ever have that kid in class?
I
had one
I can remember
where
a few. Yeah.
I was in 6th or
interesting.
7th. No, I think
I feel like that's old to have a bad kid in class.
We were in yeah, tell me about it. We were in 6th grade science, and we were it was frog dissection day, and one of the kids was like being kind of mouthy to the teacher earlier in the class, like right before it started, and she was like, "Well, you can't. You're not dissecting anymore. Like you're fucking 3 strikes you're out of here," sort of thing. And he was like, no, like, I want to do it. Like, let me stay. And then she threatened, okay, if you don't, like, get out of here and not, I'll tell you after the pod. If you don't get out of here, the whole
and
class
he was that
can't
big
dissect.
of a dick doofus that he...
I think he tried to call her bluff, and then none of the class dissected that day. To be honest, I was happy with it.
Probably. What if this kid was actually a hero, kind of and like he realized, like, wow, I've talked to like 4 out of 5 people just don't want to do this. I think I'm gonna take one for the team. Maybe.
Yeah. But
silver lining here. Yeah, America is that kid. I actually remember a couple that nothing specific, but like, I remember in 3rd grade there was this, and he kind of, I think, had like a trouble life at home, and like maybe like on a spectrum and just like a lot of things, but he was like a menace, like to other kids too, just like all of 3rd grade. And that was when 9/11 happened, so a lot of those memories are pretty cemented. Don't laugh at 9/11 because it makes the memories more vivid. That's what you didn't let me finish.
In 3rd grade, and I want to clarify. I never.
I thought you were going to say I never laughed at 9/11. The guy in 6th grade.
This kid.
Oh, in 3rd grade. Sorry.
In 3rd grade, there was a kid where he laughed and then sneezed on like, one of his tests, and the whole class called him Booger Boy. And
you're crazy. Why he's trying so hard not to laugh. He's like centering you are. You're just I can tell
it happens in 3rd
you're
grade,
trying to like lower your you're trying to lower your like
in there, you know what I mean? It was sort of he had 2 9/11s.
Don't laugh at 9/11. Yeah, that's crazy. No, this was I feel like if I thought really hard about other ones, I'd find like a similar situation, but this one was extreme, like the one I'm talking about there. Like he was like class villain, and like people expected from, which sucks. Like just like psychologically and socially, it's like how do you dig yourself out from that? But he just had a lot of stuff. I was very well liked in that class. Okay, so then
I ended up getting jacked,
when got it.
3rd grade.
Do we want to start the tournament? We should. It'll be fast. It's a fast one. And you know what? America doesn't deserve a slow tournament.
And you know what? Maybe you should think about that, listener. Maybe you should feed for think.
Don't do that. Okay. Food for thought. A list of celebrities that will... Oh, sorry. No. I'm actually going to say one of them.
You think the listeners think I'm really good?
Yes, but what are you getting at?
No, that's it. That was just...
Here's my thing.
Question.
Actually, there's a few things here. One, I think everybody thinks they're a little bit smarter than they are. 2, I think everybody thinks that the smartest person in the world. They listen. I think it's a psychological thing. I think it's a psychological thing that people tend to imagine the smartest person in the world as a lot smarter than they really are. Like I feel like the range, I feel like the range is a lot smaller.
No way.
Oh,
There's no
I
way
definitely
that's
think so. I think
true.
the range is a lot smaller than we think it is. So everybody's just kind of in this middle.
Who do you think is the smartest person in the world right now?
Like such a subjective question.
You don't think there's a scientist? right now that's, like,
Name
super,
5
super smart
scientists. Name 5
That's
scientists.
insane.
Of course, I don't think there's a scientist. I don't fucking know. Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's the smartest guy in the world. I don't know. No, that's not a
there you
real.
go.
No,
You don't
I don't.
think he's
Yeah,
pretty
he's
smart?
pretty. I think
What
he's
about
pretty
Bill
smart. But
Nye?
how smart do you like? Percentage
Bill
wise,
Nye?
how much of your brain you think is Neil deGrasse Tyson's brain? Like 90%. That's pretty close.
I guess it's not necessarily the like I don't think he's like a superhuman per se, but I just think he's probably studied a lot. Like he's just
Here's the real
learned a
food for
lot.
thought. The next presidential election will both be old enough to run for president. Think about it.
What about
That's yeah,
will
it
we?
is
I don't
true.
know if that's true.
Yeah, to be 35 and born in this country. And
Okay, I'll barely
okay, well,
beat
Guillermo's still
35.
right, huh? Guess who's not? Guess who's not
Well, I don't
invited
know.
to
Is
my
there a
cabinet?
Because am I 35 up until the DNC? Or I don't know.
By
if I'll be
inauguration
allowed, you know what I
day.
mean?
No,
That
I
might
have
not
an
be
answer for
true.
that. By inauguration day.
By inauguration. Okay,
Suck
then
it.
You're right. Then you're right. Then
You're
right.
being demoted
You're
to
right.
head of
I just wanted to tell the people I'm younger.
everybody
than you
knows
by a
that.
couple
We
months,
talked
and
about it
feels
extensively
good.
in the retreat episodes. Yeah.
Everybody,
We
there's
do-
new listeners.
Okay, well then I'll put it at the beginning.
What about the best artist in the world? Are they pretty smart? What about Yo-Yo Ma? Do you think he's
I
a lot smarter than
think
you?
that I think
Answer the question.
You want me to answer if I think Yo-Yo Ma is smarter than me? Sure, I do. Yes,
A
but
lot
because
smarter
I am
than you.
admitting that I think that I'm just pretty average at best, right? I think developing a skill is a
Oh yeah, so
You don't
the thing that you said about most
you don't
people
have to
doesn't
be a
apply to
genius.
you.
I
You're fucking
because
too good for
that's
your
what my
fucking
no.
theory.
Well, my theory being that I think the smartest person is smarter than I think they are. So then
Yeah.
no. Here's my thing. You don't have to be a genius to be
Alright,
really skilled at something. I think that's part of it though. Is maybe someone's
You
a
think
great
people think that?
engineer and they're considered one of the smartest people, but they might be fucking dumb at everything else. I can't tie my shoes.
What does this
I'm
have
just
to do
saying
with
that they're not
anything,
that
man?
smart. They're just really good at engineering or playing cello or podcasting or whatever.
I think being really good at cello or podcasting is probably way better than you at anything.
Sure, that's fine, but what does way better even mean? A year of hard work?
So
what is that?
You know how you're basically saying you can't measure a fish on flying or a bird on
Sure.
swimming. This fish is so good at swimming, and you can't even fly as a bird. So that's where it's at. You know,
you're not disproving the theory. You're just saying that I'm bad. Is that what that?
Well, I think a lot of
That's
people
what
are
I'm
bad.
saying, though.
So you're not saying that they're wrong when they think that the person is way smarter.
I'm just saying
You think that people think that a
they
person
think
is
they're way
well, you
smarter
said they think
because
way
they're
smarter than
dumber than they actually
are.
are. That's what I'm saying. It's not that
Okay. Okay,
these
I think
people
I'm
up here aren't
understanding more.
superhuman. You're just you're the fish. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You're subhuman. Let's get on to the food
Yeah,
for
man.
thought
Food for
tournament.
thought.
This should be a waxing
Food.
idiotic.
Should
This
we
be a
just not? I
Patreon
mean,
episode.
look, the food for thought is we could both run for president this next round, right? The food for
I don't
thought
wanna
is
do that.
as we go into our 30s, all these successful people around us, or it's not that they've had more time, it's that they've done these amazing things that we're just kind of sitting here. Look at your unmade bed, licking your clothes, your dirty clothes on your chair.
Look
No,
at
my
your
couch is. That's
couch.
what I'm saying, though. How dare I? How
Say
dare I run
that.
for
Say, "Look
president?
at my
That lamp
couch."
is terrible, terrible lamp. I bet you.
That
I bet
lamp
if
is
you tapped it
awesome.
on the head, it would turn on. Yeah,
It turns on.
Okay,
yeah.
and that's going up against. I'm gonna have to pull an animal fact here. Hold on a minute. No, that's a dumb one. Hold on a minute. Think about this, Austin. Food for thought. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth. So when you look at the stars, you're looking at light that. God damn it! I really should have thought.
Why is that? Just because of the distance?
Yeah, and just light is slow, so it just takes a bit.
Light's
It's
pretty
the fastest thing in the
fast.
known universe, but I'm just saying, like,
What are you
compared to the
talking
distance,
about?
it's pretty slow. It takes like billions of. It takes
No, compared to the
billions
distance,
of
it's
light
really
years.
fast.
How is that? So if you're okay, let me
takes 8
challenge
minutes,
you
you
here.
said.
No, it takes. Hold on a minute. Oh, this might just be wrong. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes to reach Earth. That can't be right. Really?
I think that's right.
Are we just?
brother.
Are we closer
I
to the
think
sun
you're-
than I thought?
Light is so fast. You were in the middle of saying this.
Yeah, but which one do you? Which one do you
What's the
think is
speed
better?
of
Oh, I
light?
know. It's about. Hold on a minute. I don't know.
It's like kind of
Isn't
fast.
it like 3,000 something miles per second or something? Let's see.
What's faster, the speed of light or like ordering your food at like a fast food restaurant?
Like we're just straight measuring them. This is not like.
What can I say that makes you lean more towards the fast food? Like, why are you?
Because I'm just saying that, like, again, if it's what's the word? Like ratio wise.
Jesus Christ, man. Let's go with the president one because this one obviously didn't really feed me much.
Okay, president one is good.
Yeah.
President one's good. Round 2. The average lifespan of an empire is 250 years. Food for thought. Late stage capitalism, is that going to be our silver bullets? Is it going to be a dictatorship? Yeah, that's the average, I think. I don't know. America doesn't deserve facts.
It's your fact. Wow, that's interesting.
Is it?
I don't really want to be alive for
America?
the fall of
Really?
this empire.
But might be kind of exciting.
Really.
Here's what I don't want to be like an old guy trapped in it, because then it's like you're.
Oh, you want it to happen?
I'd prefer that to happen in the next 10, 20 years. Yeah. I think I'll still have some mobility.
That's
right.
I think
because that's always the first. We have no respect for our elders in this country.
I know it's like because of the way the fact that was presented, but like, is it sort of narcissistic to just immediately think of
as an
us
empire
currently when you say
right, to like consider us an empire? I don't think so. I think it's
just to think of us at all.
Me and you are America. Yeah, what, man? I think it's relatively objective.
That's actually a pet peeve of mine. When you ask like a 2-part question, sort of like a question that's not like a yes or no, like you ask like a this thing or this thing. And
that's terrible. Yes. Yeah.
By
oh my gosh, I would never.
Like,
I would just never email that person back. Like I said, it's already really hard for me to find stuff in my Outlook folders. Like if you're gonna piddle paddle, don't expect a reply from me. That's going up against Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than to the pyramids. Food for thought.
Really? I thought the pyramids were like right next to her.
The Great Pyramid was built in 2560.
She was born on the moon? What do you mean moon?
She was closer to the moon
lived
landing. Closer, I said. She lived closer to the moon landing. No,
her
she
house was on the moon?
Chronologically, her life happened. Chronologically? Life. Yes, that's chronologically the span.
So is that's just like a. So what's that? Why?
Well, actually, it says here Cleopatra lived closer. Is this? I gotta fact check this. Hold on. When?
No, I think that's right. I feel like I've heard that before.
I feel like I've heard versions of this. Yeah. Okay. So
the moon landing was 1969.
Cleopatra lived up until 30 BC, which is crazy because you never think about Jesus Christ and Cleopatra being just 30 years apart.
They dated, actually.
Sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess the pyramids were already around. I think she did live in the Sphinx, but she didn't. We're talking about the building of the pyramids. Yeah, the creation of the pyramids, which also I must have taken thousands of years. So that's kind of another.
Well, yeah, moon landing was 1969. Add on 30 years.
It's almost 2,000
years. So
it's
yeah,
crazy.
over 2,000. Yeah.
Which was which
Damn,
yeah, no joke.
crazy.
Which one fed your brain better?
What was the first one?
The average lifespan of an empire is 250 years old.
Let's
I like
go
that. I like
Cleopatra.
that. Cool. You're gonna have to remind me of that later. Let me. God, I just Google never fucking works for me. Okay, an estimated 189 million English language books have been. When is this? With an order of magnitude that. I'm trying to find how many books have ever been written. Each year, between 500,000 and 1 million new books are published. How about that, right? Yeah.
What?
And that's with
real.
26 letters. Food for thought. Yeah, like in the alphabet.
What does that mean?
It just means like there's only 26 letters, but like creativity and imagination and structure, like language and structure. I don't know, man, but there's only 26 pieces. That's what I'm saying. It's like food for thought.
I feel like the words
but like I'm just saying, like think about
and there's
like what could I paint with 26 colors?
You go with the letters.
Fine. How many words are there? I bet it's still less.
How many words are there in the English language?
100. Oh, this is less than I thought. Oxford English Dictionary.
Really? That can't be right.
171,000 words in current use. That can't be right.
Okay,
that's way less, right?
Too, so yeah, that's
47,000 obsolete words. 9,000. Listen, 9,500 derivative words. And 157,000 combinations and derivatives, and 169,000 phrases and combinations. And how many books did I say? In the billions! In the freaking millions! I think it was millions, actually.
I can't believe.
26 letters. That's
what's the next?
Okay, that's against Trump only beats women.
God,
yeah, let's do that. And the last matchup.
Yeah.
Let me find another. That's kind of dumb here.
America hates women.
Sharks have existed for over 400 million years, while trees have only been around for about 350 million years.
What the hell did they climb?
The sharks? The food chain, I think is what it is. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I mean, just thinking about sharks are 400. Oh, that's the sharks thing.
The sharks thing and the trees
no. That's one thing. That's one food for thought. It's one meal for your brain. It just says your little fucking bicycle isn't gonna fix anything. Is that food for thought? Just food for thought, man. It's like we can do these things as individuals, and it's always
Jake Paul.
Dude, we didn't talk about that
last week.
When Jake Paul turns 58, we should throw him in a ring and beat the shit out of somebody.
He's got to fight the
shit
biggest
out of him.
Internet or whatever.
Yeah.
You
I think so.
I
don't think he would do even whether it's
the circle of life. Well, he'll probably be dead by then.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Just the boxing wears a lot on your body.
That's not no.
What's the heavyweight?
Actually, he'll probably be president.
Oh my god, yeah. Did you know that Idiocracy was filmed in Round Rock?
No, I didn't. It's a great movie.
Here's my. Do you want to? We're at an hour. Do you want to hear about the bicycle thing? All right, the shark thing. Okay. Any honorable mentions? If you don't know
Why
how
isn't
a
there a
tournament
tree
works,
week?
in the middle of the tournament, we kind of give a shout out to all the things. Yeah,
Every single tournament, they shout
we
out the
kind of
honorable
are the
mentions.
gold standard. Like, I don't care if other podcasts have more listens or this or that. We are the gold standard for tournaments. We've done the most. It is what's been our idea. I mean, we've been going. We're the tournament guys. Yeah.
We are the tournament guys.
Yep.
If there was an Olympic event in tournamenting,
Do you have any honorable mentions?
For the Food for Thought tournament, my honorable mention is chili dogs, because I think that is a good food for
Oh,
your
like
thinking.
brain fuel. Yeah. Yeah, they say fish food is good
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that
yeah.
too. No.
Really? Like for
No,
fish
for
or-
us. But it's not true, so I don't know why I
Oh.
explained it. Fish is good for your sorry.
Do you think eating your favorite meal would help you think better? Or do you think
I mean,
eating your least
if
favorite meal would help you think
if your
better?
favorite meal is like a big inflammatory causing, yeah,
Make you
like
sleep?
carbs and sugar and bad things, it's probably not going to help you better than a good meal. So no honorable mentions. All right.
Chili
So the
dogs, I
next
guess.
next one is a list of celebrities who did we pick? What celebrity? Oh, we will be old enough to run for president by the next election
Yes,
versus
that's right. Versus Cleopatra.
was it the average life of the empire? I think. All right, we'll
No,
go
I
with
think it was
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra. I don't want to think about me getting older, so I'll go
Oh,
with
interesting.
Cleopatra.
Okay. Cleopatra,
Yeah.
and then the number of words versus the sharks, the being 400 million years old, which is a lot. Like that's food for thought all by itself. You know what I mean? Like, how long have humans been on the planet? Not anywhere near as trees and sharks.
Like
I
5
don't
years.
think it's very
6
much.
years. Let's go with
Okay,
letters.
the words ones. Okay.
Yeah. If you had to add a new letter, what would it be?
How do you want me to describe it? How do you want me to answer this question? The name of it, the name of the letter.
Yeah. Any way you want to answer this question. Yeah. All of it.
Oh,
I would do a new vowel.
I'm trying to think of a sound, because there actually are sounds in the English language that aren't accounted for. Oh, how about j? Give me a j.
You'd add a
Well, no,
G?
it's a D and a J together, because the G is a
You'd
G.
add a G.
But because
all
exactly,
the
but
time.
because
Not
it has
all
to
the
do
time.
double the work, because we don't have a J, is what I'm saying. Yeah, no, the G
Double
has to
the
pick up
work.
the slack. No.
Most letters make a
So
couple
we
of
should
sounds,
account for that.
brother.
We should give every letter a sound.
So you would take away work
Yes.
from the G.
How?
That's crazy.
My name would still be the same.
God, no, that's
Okay.
yes. But giraffe would be.
It'd be the
DJ.
no. It's not a DJ. It's a J. It's a J.
What does it look like?
It's not. It can't be a J. It can't be a G. It
How
can't
do you
be
write
so
it?
it'll be a. That's just a J. How about that? Let's
do
do.
you write it?
It's like a J, but tails the other way. It's a backwards J. Yeah.
No.
You don't like that?
No.
Okay.
That's
well,
terrible.
you come up with a letter then.
Okay, what's the
lowercase
lowercase
what?
version?
Oh no, that is the lowercase version.
Is it just
Yeah,
smaller?
it's same with a T. It's a
Oh.
dot versus the line. Yeah, it's same.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's just the backwards T. J. It's a backwards
Backwards T.
J.
Backwards T is a T. What about an upside down T?
That could be your letter. What do you want to call it?
Well, I want
okay.
a vowel.
What vowel do you think we're missing? That sounded like EHHHHG.
Yeah, it's not used in many words.
Okay,
but,
I like that. I like
yeah.
an ech. There's a lot of actually vowel sounds that, I mean, we're pretty, compared to other languages, like we're pretty, what's the word? Like 5 isn't very many.
Well, sometimes 6.
Which is bullshit. It was Yeah, it's like
not
the G thing.
bullshit.
It's like this Y is doing double. The Y is doing
not
double work. It
bullshit.
even has to switch.
All letters do double work.
Is that true?
Sometimes
Is
even
that true? Do
triple.
all letters make two sounds? I don't think that's true.
I don't. Maybe not
Or-
all. I don't know. The K probably not. Right? K probably only has one.
Sometimes it feels like we're dragging on purpose because we're like, you're here at the end, so we're gonna pull you along with these little tangents, just to see. As a matter, how about this?
All right, letters.
If you
letters
made
was
it,
the whole
if
thing.
you
Letters
made
was
it
the
to
whole
the
thing.
end all the way
Letters was the
here,
whole thing.
my phone number is 956-371-5994.
No,
All right,
cut
I
it,
cut it. I
this.
bleeped it.
No, cut it.
We got to give them
Letters
something
wins the
for
whole
sticking
thing.
around.
The
That's
letters
fine.
wins the whole
I already
thing.
said. Only 26 letters.
How about honorable mention? Most letters do double,
Food
maybe
for
even
thought.
triple work.
Yeah. Think about that, America. The next time.
That would just be. But imagine if there was like a
Then-
40-letter alphabet. That would be.
Yeah,
fucking
it definitely
awful.
would be worse. Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna argue
Yeah.
with that at all. But maybe there would be less words. Food for thought.
There's already only a couple.
Yeah. All right.
That was fun. That was a good. We got a.
It was a
we haven't done
great
that in a
one
long
back.
time. We gotta-
Yeah.
cuts, you know.
I'm down to keep doing it. It's fine. It's fun.
Like I said at the beginning, there was a point where I thought we would just never.
My life
continue
got
again,
it's got pretty
so-
great. But then like I said, I really did. I was like, there's something missing from my life, and then I realized what it was. So thank you, Austin,
There were so many stories that
Did
I
you
had,
not
like,
tell them?
having my phone stolen.
on the podcast. Oh,
No, I
okay.
did.
You have more?
There's a lot of
In
stories of me
2
just being
months,
anxious,
you didn't
but
have that many things happen to you. If that makes
my phone
and your
got
tooth broke.
stolen, man.
that's what
Yeah,
that's a
that's insane.
that's a
Neither of those
sixth of the
things have
year.
ever
That's so
happened to me
boring.
before.
You're such a bore.
Well, I'm not gonna come here and talk about how good my life is. I gotta talk about the shitty
Yeah.
things. I gotta complain.
Not the point I was making, but did you win a single thing in the last food for thought? Did you win a single
Like
thing? It can be
win?
any
What does
category.
that mean?
A bet.
Yeah, of
You did
course.
name
Yes,
it.
of course,
What is
of
it? Maybe
course,
I
of
don't think
course.
you did.
Of
What
course.
What did you win?
Of course I did. I'm 5-5
You
in
suck.
fantasy football.
You've been playing
Or
for
whatever.
15 years.
6 and
Okay,
6
okay.
and 5.
Oh
No, 5 and 5.
Oh, we played each
6
other.
and
I
5,
think
probably.
you're
I'm
6'5".
6 and 5.
Same.
Like, poof.
I got a
End
6'5"
the show,
dick.
man.
No, that's
That's
also
not
it's
going
also
in. That's
gratuitous.
cut.
Yeah, bleeped or cut.
That's bleeped.
Where do you want? How long do you want the bleep?
I'm 6'5", and I'm 6'5", and that's 2 measurements.
But you get to keep that. You're gonna make me cut my joke, but you fucking set yourself up for this bullshit.
All right.
All right, if you made it this long, use
Come
the
back next
code.
episode. We'll no longer. be in
Why don't
food
we
member.
take codes from other podcasts and just give it to people here?
I don't know if they would
It's
like that.
no,
and
it's
that
good
doesn't
for
help
them
us
because
at
then they
all.
see that people like the person paying
But,
them
like,
always
they
wants to
wouldn't
see
just
their
want-
code.
They wouldn't just hold on. They wouldn't want just their code posted on like Reddit and like everyone uses it.
I think
right?
yes and no. I think yes and no.
I think they want a bump with people using it, but I don't think they want it.
I think it's at the end of the day it is going to be good for the podcasters. Yeah.
I don't know.
I was thinking about that, like the Reddit thing. Like, why can't we be a podcast that just dumps like 10 codes at the end of the podcast? Let's try it.
I don't think you're the
No?
first person to have that thought.
Are you
I
s-
don't think it's a good
I'm.
idea.
This is the thing I was talking about with
Just do some research.
with
Do
the
some
my
research,
theory about the
man.
being smart. It's just constantly shattering my reality. If you voted for Donald
Do some
Trump,
research, man.
it's most
End the
likely
podcast. I
you're a
don't have the
lot
end
dumber than even we think you
Just-
were. Honestly,
Let's
End
the
what pod?
man.
I'm gonna miss you though. This was fun. I'm
Just end
done
the
with the
pod.
tournament. You can end it. Plugs and shout outs.
Why?
We got to do our plugs and shout
Hi, we're not
outs.
doing. We gotta
Use
end
the
it.
code
It's gone on
segments
too
when
long.
you check out. All right.
Don't do
Plugs.
that.
Follow us, rate us. If you share with a
No,
friend,
don't. You
Lakota,
don't deserve
the
it.
YouTube's back. Go sub to the YouTube.
You gotta just.
All
end
right.
it,
I'm ending it. I'm ending it.
man.